The last time I saw Mason Granger was in, well actually I would say the first time I saw Mason, if I'm not mistaken, I think we met in Oakland at the individual World Poetry Slam that year. I think when it was in Oakland. You were filming, I think for was it for Button at the time?
I think that one was Slam Fine.
Was it Slam Fine at the time? Okay. Which is a sweet, awesome like poetry, spoken word, video, website, portal, you name it, all sorts of things, and you could find other slams around the country when there were more slams in the country. I've had the pleasure of running into Mason in a few states over the years, and the last time I saw Mason was the last time I was in New York City. He was helping run the Urbana Poetry Slam out there. But now he is based in Los Angeles, California, moved there in January 2020. And so now everybody's going like, ooh. It's a real pleasure. And he's got this really cool, he's on a quest right now as a resident at the Schwarzenegger Institute at USC. He'll tell you a little bit more about it, I'm sure. But please, with huge applause, folks, let us welcome Mason Granger.
Schwarzenegger Institute, which is part of the School of Public Policy at USC, and all of that is the fanciest way possible to say that I convinced an educational institution to give me a stipend to write poems I was going to write anyway. Except for this one. Some of it, so like Schwarzenegger, they have like their, the initiatives and whatnot. This is one I wrote specifically for the big guy. Good things come to those who, when you get down to it, bodybuilding is the ultimate act of conservation. Seeing your body is captured energy wrapped around a heart. Your body is a bottle of wine full of the fruits of hard labor. I am not just building mass, I'm turning mass into my body. Turning gravity, the force of Earth itself, into myself. Energy plus work, and what is money but a measure of work done? So cash me inside the gym building bank. It's not vanity, it's value. Good things come to those who know the legend of Atlas and the world on his back is not a metaphor. You lift earth to become marble. Bodybuilding is an act of conservation, which works like so many of the best things in life. The more you give, the more you get. The more you spend, the more you gain. The more you dance with gravity, focus your center to the center of the earth, the more it becomes you, and you it, and you a force of nature, the more you feel every fiber alive and burning with all the good things that come to those who lift. And another part of the position is that you have to say something like this. At some point. We got that. Alright, so this poem is very not that poem. It's one of the ones where, like, as a writer, you go through these times where you thought the poem was where it was, and then you realize it's not there, and so then you vamp a little, you groove a little, you do some of this a little, and then you finally decide to read a different poem. So this poem, I wrote last week actually, and I woke up, one of the ones, I'm sure everyone's had it, wake up in the middle of the night, and my girlfriend was like, "You okay?" And I was like, "I got an idea." And then the next day it's like 50-50. If you look at it, you're like, "Yeah, what was I on?" Or you're like, "Okay, I'm down with this." Okay, so this is this. And for theater people, this poem is after the game Zip Zap Zop. pain, give, deserve, pain, give, hurt, pain, give, inflict, pain, give, grow, give, pain, hurt, pain, give, see, hurt, be, hurt, give, hurt, pain, give, deserve, pain, give, judge, others, give, same, hurt, inflict, hurt, pain, give, hurt, complain, give, don't feel heard, judge, complain, give, zip, just, hurt, judge, who deserves, pain called just, hurt called just, hurt, people, called just, zap, pain, hurt, judge, inflict, zop. Hurt, pain, give, see, world, inflict, pain, give, judge, complain, you just complain, give, zip, complain, then you inflict, same, hurt. Know better, but don't do better, zip, zap, zop, zip, zap, zop. Need grace, but won't give grace, zip, zap, zop, zip, zap, zop. See, world, ask it, save you, zip, zap, zop, zip, zap, zop. See, mirror, then have no clue, zip, zap, zop, zip, zap, zop. Hurt, pain, give, circle, loop, stop. Give, grace, break, cycle, raise up. See, mirror, see, cloth, rare cut. Zip, hurt, zap, blessed, runneth cup. No excuse, zop, circle, loop, stop. Heal people, new zip, zap, when you level up. Subtle as a kung fu foot shifts in the dust. Kick, tiny cloud, wisp in the breeze. Line with the wood, stand with the trees. Share in the burden, pain, no zip, no zap, no zop, no blame. World crave death, universe life. Whose side you on? Act like it, son. Be who you want we to think you are. Z on zip, make all star. Okay, so a story. So I've been with my girlfriend for almost 3 years now, and on our first date, went to the wine bar around the corner from my house. So I was like, I don't know her, I'm not going far. So we go there, we chilled, it was cool. Conversation keeps going. There was a poetry night in the back of the wine thing, and so like I knew that I liked her when we both gave the same little at the same line in someone's poem, and it was like some random line. I was like, okay. So it was cool. Then she comes back over. We're on the balcony. We're smoking, and at some point we're talking about like what do you think love is? What do you think love is? And like we're about 40 and divorced, and so we have like a lot to say. And so I was like, actually, I really like this one poem, and it was Mike's poem, and it was a poem that Mike has after Sigur Rós, and it's a long and elongated piece about these two particles that travel through the entirety of time and space. And I played that poem, and then she watched it and liked it, and fast forward 3 years, and now she's pregnant, and we're going to name the kid Mighty. Hey. So, we'll not the Mighty, but yeah. Not Mighty, but yeah, that was cool. But yeah, that's a true story. Cheers. Okay, so this poem, that wasn't really a segue in, it was just a tale. So, I'm going to do 2 more poems, and this one I wrote for a friend of mine, different friend of mine. She told me later in life, you know, we were both like late 30s at this time, and she's saying how she wants to explore her queerness and is from a Jehovah's Witness family. So it's a lot to get through. I wrote this for her. Thou shalt not lie with a man as with a woman. It is an abomination. God, the King James Version. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Jay-Z. As Mr. Z asserts, there are men, women, and apparently numbers. With numbers lying outside the gender binary. No, in the field of mathematics, there's a lot of creative distillation of logic to maintain balance on both sides of an equal sign. So, in order to scale Mount Kinsey here, I assert that math is queer. We all had that moment around junior high. We suspected. Things started to get weird. We looked down and questioned, what the fuck is the alphabet doing in my math? No. These aren't numbers. Solve for X, Y, X, 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 Y, and math was like, my dude, wait till I hit you with these triangles. You mean to tell me there can be 3 variables? And math, with that most ancient smirk, reached into its bag and pulled out identities that never end, never repeat, cannot be evenly divided nor fit inside squares. I was there. Math turned to share. Do you believe in Pythagoras? And every obtuse mouth that ever muttered the tired line, LGBTQZ. I can't keep up with all these letters. They were actually proven right. You can't keep up with the sheer volume of verses we can write together, whether Jay-Z or Gen Z, whether you're the Q or the A, the roar of the ocean's just a billion tiny splashes, so simply this, the sound of one hand clapping back can be everything and everything in between, almost like a spectrum, almost like the proof is in the putting together of every side. Roll the dice and connect the dots you see to the dots you don't. It's all part of the same whole, no matter what faces up at a time. And what are the odds? The math speaks for itself. Your life is the math that speaks for itself. And numbers don't lie. This piece is one poem. It's got 2 parts. It's inspired Brennan DeFrisco. My world revolves around trash. Decaying back to organic matter, then finding flowers blooming in dumpsters. Gum wrapper, origami, lotus, beauty amongst us. Refer to see the world through the views of a youngster. Feel the music, let it move your rumpster. Beat drums fashioned from plastic food wrap. Make a flute from a cardboard tube and toot that. Don't be no punkster, puncture this notion of normal. Brush your back hair to a mohawk, go to the beach and swim like it's a dorsal. Thin, but never done, because see, my world consists of me, myself, and Roman numeral 1 doing what we can to be the best us that we can be, then hopefully inspire you to then re-inspire me. Sharing ideas and rhymes with our peers, writing's divine, intertwining these minds till we hit the we spot, because thoughts he's got are hot, and hers ought not to be locked in vaults, but launched from tongue catapults. One man's trash is another's philosophic somersault, so dumpster dive on in, head first, and swim through our world. Now, I need everyone to pull out your phones. We're going to do a poem here together, except instead of me doing a poem for you together, you're going to do it. Okay? So you all have your phones, and I need you to send a text message to this number.
We can't see it. Can't see it.
Oh, I'll say it out loud. 609-284-5942. Prepare to send a text message to
One more time.
609-284-5942. And the body of this text message is going to be any one word. Any one word. To 609-284-5942.
Now we're all in a cult.
You send it now? You want to
Yeah, send it, please. Send it. Any one word. Send it along. Cool. Okay, and when you have your word, hit send and put your phone on. So,
funny.
Well,
For a good time, send a word to this phone.
Okay, good. So now, I'm going to mad-libs the previous poem with your words in it, and we just did that together. All right, here we go. My world revolves around chicken, decaying back to organic matter, then finding God blooming in dumpsters. Gum wrapper, origami, lotus, skies amongst us, revert to see the world through the views of carnality. Feel the music, let it move your chair. Beat drums fashioned from plastic food wrap. Make a flute out of a platypus and do that. Don't be no flutter. Puncture this notion of travel. Brush your back hair to a mohawk, go to the beach and swim like a potato. But never done, because see, my world consists of me, myself, and dragonflies, doing what we can to be the most resplendent version that we can be, then hopefully lapidary you to then re-inspire me, sharing ideas and rhymes with our peers, writings divine, intertwining our minds until we hit the sinister spot. Because thoughts, he's got our heart, and hers ought not to be locked in vaults, but launched from traveling catapults. One man's trash is another's passionate somersault, so dumpster dive on in, diagonal, and swim through wild. Thank you, that was fun. Yeah, I turn back to Mike. Cheers.